Hey, good morning, everybody, or nobody, or maybe good afternoon, or maybe good evening. But I'm I'm assuming that it would be at one point in the day or another. I guess it could be the night. Actually, somebody made a comment yesterday that they were getting ready to go to bed. And I was like, what? It's like the afternoon. I realized they're on the other side of the world. It's just the internet just opens up those doorways for people in um, totally different times of the day and states of mind. And yeah, I got my Santa hat on because I got up got up yesterday, put away the Halloween decorations, and grabbed the Christmas stuff. My wife comes home from work. She's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm not ready for Christmas yet." I'm like, "Me either." In fact, every year I try to hold out as long as possible. But hey, we got kids. Might as well get 2 months out of it. But every year I come through these cycles, the same cycles, and I think, is it that time again? Is it that time again? Those are the yearly cycles. But I wanted to talk about really the nightly cycles, the sleep cycles. When I was younger, I used to think, why do we sleep at all? I remember asking myself this many, many times. I mean, I used to just, not dwell on it, but every once in a while I would say, why do we need to sleep? Why does the universe set sleep in motion? And I would look at the animals and I would observe nature to see which animals slept, and more or less every animal sleeps in one way or another, I guess. Um, and I remember thinking that it's a necessity. Nature has made it a necessity. Because years ago I was thinking to myself, is it really necessary to sleep? And obviously it is, because nature said it that way, but what I mean is that what if nature decided we didn't need to sleep? It would never work. Mankind would get so wrapped up in his work that he would lose track of everything that's important. Each day gives us a new perspective, a new time to wake up, and make decisions about what we're going to do that day, and to accomplish them or not. And if we fail, we can't just carry that on. We sleep it off. Our brains deal with the subconscious part of it, and we move forward. I guess I've been having really weird dreams lately. Very. I remember it was the helicopters were coming. A couple nights ago. It was like it's always UFOs or helicopters or something in the sky, something you have to hide from, and it's always not always, but I mean, when I do dream about that kind of stuff, it always seems like it's in the same place, the same abandoned buildings, the same area. But I never really feel scared. I just feel like we have to get past the moment, I guess, in the dream. I don't know. I considered meditation when I was thinking about sleep. I remember reading this thing about meditation and how um, in fact, when I woke up this morning, the first thing I thought about was meditation. It's something I've been wanting to reclaim and get back into. And I thought back about 5 years ago when the room I'm sitting in now, which is just full of my stuff, it's my computer and my veggie plants, and I've got some various things going on in here. But before that, I had everything pushed to one side, and I had a chalk diagram drawn on the floor with a star and the four directions within a square. I mean, I followed all the traditional, markings. Had my crystals, my incense, and I really tried to stick with it. And over a period of time, kind of lost interest. Um, I didn't really lose interest. It's just very difficult to focus on meditation. So I'm going to get back into that focus. It's just a matter of not becoming obsessed or attached to it, just allowing it to kind of flow out on its own when it's ready. I can't force it upon me. I mean, I can't force it upon myself. But meditation is like a little sleep. Just as the little sleep, or the nightly sleep, is akin to the big sleep, or should I say, a meditation is akin, as like a kind of a metaphor for the way your subconscious deals with things when you're sleeping. You do it through meditation in a shorter period of time. Then you have the nightly cycles. On top of that, you have these monthly lunar cycles, which affect our psyche, and we go through these different phases. And then there's the yearly cycle, you know. Then of course there's the, you know, the lifetime cycle, and then the great cycle of years and everything. But that yearly cycle, every year, we can observe nature and see the way that she shuts down her operations for the winter. The animals are running around collecting nuts. You know, I've got all these beans and nuts, like legumes and stuff I cleaned out of the cupboard, you know, some expired ones. Put them all in the compost pile, and now that I should have known, I should have put them in a dish. The squirrels are going crazy trying to get them all out of there. And every time I see that, I just think about how is nature functioning at this point in the year, and what should I be doing to observe that? You know, I kind of stock away my thoughts for the winter. You know, I kind of pack away some of my ideas from the summer and store them to be used throughout the winter. You know, in other words, summer is a time for us to build our rep with ourselves, build an understanding of the world, and then the winter is a time to put that into practice. The winter of man's soul. So I didn't know this until, you know, years past, but about that, you know, the idea that mankind has, of course, different moods for the seasons, but we also have different things to accomplish, different duties. You know, some of us are more diligent, some of us are lazier, but each person has something to contribute. I guess I used to be of the mind that we need everyone, that every person has something to contribute, that everybody is a piece of the puzzle. I don't believe that so much anymore. I kind of changed my tone on that. It gets to a point where there are a lot of people out there causing a lot more problems and having a lot less solutions. And we could probably do without those people, but you get into that spiritual side of it, and people start saying, no, every soul matters, and this is the plan, and this is the way things are. Maybe so. Maybe so. It's easy to look around at all the shit happening and say, huh, how do we get rid of these people, you know, these sociopaths, psychopaths? But are they an essential part of our community? Sociopathic tendencies have been in about 2 to 3% of the population. And that's endured throughout history. It's never changed. It's never grown or receded as far as we know. There's just a consistent amount of psychopaths out there. Maybe it's to keep us on our toes. I don't know. I think if we ask for understanding, then we'll get it. Sometimes it's not what we want to hear. Anyway, don't want this to turn into one of those long-ass videos rambling. So take care, everybody. Have a great day.